Hi Saggis, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Sagittarius Tarot. During these times, I feel that you all need to be reminded about how awesome you are, right? And so this reading is going to focus on self-love and me and you helping each other remember, what makes us so awesome. So here with me, I have the Love Oracle. We're gonna pick two cards from the Love Oracle to begin with, to see like two messages about self-love for Sagittarius. So let's see, what do we have? All right, that's the first one. And then I'm gonna pick the second one, then we're gonna read them. And so these cards are a bit tricky because of their heart shape, just like matters of the heart. All right, 1 second. Okay. So let's see. This self-love exercise. You need to put in a lot of attention towards that. Let's see. These two. All right. So these are two messages, first and foremost, regarding self-love for Sagittarius. This is the first card, and it says, wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. And I think this is like a cheap deck, hence the typo error. And it's instead of its course, it's its course, right? But for me, this is indicative because this says like if you rush the process, you're gonna make mistakes that you can, not make, right? If you wait and be patient. So the first guidance message about self-love is patience and trusting the universe, right? This is first and foremost. The second card that you have is, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. Come on, Saggis, how beautiful these two messages are. These two messages literally talk about like patience, a lot of patience, trusting universe and the process, and taking a step back to focus all that energy towards self-love instead of directing it to love others, right? You gotta replenish your cup here. And I love this, like the universe could not have picked better cards for this than these two, right? I love this guidance. It is your time to shine. It is your time to replenish. It is your time to rest. It is your time to just be. Everything else can wait. Don't rush. You don't care, right? Just let it all play out and take this time to celebrate your awesome self. Now, I decided for this reading to pick the Fin de siècle Kipper and the Hidden Truth Oracles. Let us begin. First of all, we're going to take a look at why are you amazing? Why are you awesome, Sagittarius? Why are you awesome? So, you're awesome because you got the Lover's card. Come on, number 15. Talk about self-love. All right, so you're really amazing because of your capacity to love yourself when needed and your capacity to love others when needed as well. With these two doves, you not only bring love and passion to the table as much as commitment and loyalty, you also infuse it with peace. There's a peaceful aura about you, and it really shows like how much you bring to the tables when it comes to that. You're really a beacon of light for others and for yourself. You just gotta imagine that you're a torch of peace and light, and so when you direct it towards others, you give them that energy. And sometimes, just like in this reading, it's time to take that light and shine it towards you, and then you're going to be, the one filled with love and peace. This is amazing. And if you notice in this illustration in the Kipper cards, these two lovers that are represented like statues, they're sitting like on these columns, but instead of them being one sitting at each column with a distance, there's this embrace, and that there's this person who came closer to the other person. So, and to sit on their column. And so this is telling me that you also make people feel close. You know how to blend into their environment, and it's like you bring home to them, right? You bring home to them, you bring love to them. And your love is unconditional, eternal, infinite, right? That's why you're awesome. And this is represented by these statue figures, because these are like statue rock figures, as if it's like timeless and infinite, right? And your loyalty is, whoa, I mean, this is like forever sort of love. I love it. You have also number 15, 1 plus 5 equals 6, and 6 is a number of nurturing. You really nurture others, and you nurture yourself as well, and that's why you're awesome. You're awesome at this. Lovers also talks about a choice. You always, always, always end up making the right choices, even if at the time they prove to be they are perceived as not the right choices, right? Or you're judged for it, or it's not the easy one, or it is hard, or whatever. But you always end up making the right choices, and that's why you are awesome. Nice. I'm gonna pick a card from the Hidden Truth Oracle. So let's see. You get with it. You were the best thing in my life, in reverse. And this tells me that you leave an impression, right? You leave an impression. Whoever crosses your path, whether you're still in contact or not, you always leave that amazing impression. Like you're someone who is unforgettable. No one will ever, you will never pass their life without making some sort of long-lasting impact. People sort of remember you, like you stand out from the lot. Your love and your actions and your choices always make a difference in other people's lives. And even if it was for a minute they met you, or an hour or a month or a year, and even if you never saw each other ever again, they'll always remember you for that beautiful, beautiful, life-changing, embracing energy. I like it. Love it. All right. Now, let us talk about one of your past accomplishments, right? Let us talk about one of your past accomplishments, because gratefulness is one of the most important exercises when it comes to self-love. Okay. So, courthouse in reverse. That's number 23. I love that it came in reverse. And so one of your past accomplishments, right, is, like I said, standing out of the lot. It's like going against the grain. It's rebelling. It's believing in a cause. It's doing things your way. It's that quirky, maverick, unorthodox choices and lifestyle, and going against sometimes beliefs, sometimes family, sometimes organization, whatever, and succeeding at it, right? Number 23 is number 5, and 5 is a number of creativity. And so you're always creative, you're always thinking outside the box, you always create your own path, and that is one of your past accomplishments. Maybe also you have stood against some sort of organization. It was tough, but you stayed the course. So this is also talking about your resilience and your strength and your endurance. Wow, Sagis. Let's take a look at the hidden truth. It's clarified by, I feel you even though we are apart, and it came in reverse. And this is telling me that one of your past achievements also is people like always gravitating towards you. It's like no matter how far you are, or no matter how long the time of non-communication is, no matter how much you get away, I'm not saying intentionally per se, maybe you get busy, maybe life happens, whatever, there's always this pull, and that's one of your achievements. You always pull things towards you, even unintentionally, right? Even unintentionally, there's always that pull. You're magnetic. Amazing. Okay. Now let's see, what do you bring to others, right? What do you bring to others, my dear Saggies? Okay. Number 27 is unexpected income. And that's number 9. Number 9, first of all, is your number. It's Jupiter energy. It's expansion. And with the unexpected income in reverse, I love that this came for you in what do you bring to others, because this talks about how much people depend on you, how much you're dependable, how much people can know what to expect. And it's like you always expand their income whenever you put your hands with them. And it's like your energy is prosperous, but in a long-term, slow building type of energy, right? It's like you're a blessing in other people's life, whether it's through your actual labor, whether it's through people actually working with you, it's you teaching others or coaching them, whether you're inspiring them on how to generate an income, whether it has to do with safety, security, stability, you providing that for them, or whether even just your aura or energy touching them and things happen better for them, right? It's like you're a good luck coin. And with this in reverse, this really talks about a long-term, steady income that increases with time, a wealth that expands in time. It's not a sudden, quick lump sum, right? This is talking about how much you bring to others. You bring to others like a long-term flow, an infinite flow that just keeps on making them feel more and more and more and more and more secure. If you know someone for years, for 20 years, for 30 years, I'm sure they have amassed so much wealth just by knowing you or working with you or listening to your advice or getting affected by your energy, right? You're such a good luck, and people like perceive that, once a long time has passed, because it is not the unexpected income immediately, right? In the upright position, because it talks about a steady stream of income. Like when people take a step back after a number of years or time, they realize how much of a blessing and how much you brought to their life. Now, let's see with the Hidden Truth Tarot. What do you get? You're getting, I want to tell you how I feel. Yeah, and that's what you bring to others. You allow them to open up. You allow them to express themselves. And it's like just your presence in their life destroys emotional blocks or mental blocks or energy blocks even, because you're fire. Whenever you meet them or whenever you talk with them, you help them really break that glass ceiling, those restrictions, those old beliefs. It's like with you, they become so empowered that they're able to express themselves. A lot of the things that they share with you, you think that they share with everyone or that it's easy for them, but it's just because of you. They really just open up to you. They tell you their darkest secrets, their deep truth, their vulnerability, everything. And it's like, really, you're like the best ear and the best energy they can ask for. I like it. You're awesome, Saggies. All right, let's talk about your skills and talents now. What are some of your skills and talents that you should be grateful for? Marriage in reverse, number 3. I like it. All right. So marriage, like when it's upright, but this is like number 3, right? It talks about a union, but it's like a teamwork because there's like a third party here involved in this. So whether it's the church or whatever like that is in a traditional setting, right? So this talks about a teamwork, or you and let's say someone that you're selling them something and the agent and the broker, whatever, right? There's like this menage a trois type of vibe. And so since this is reversed in what are your skills and talents, and I think this is another like confirmation card about about the cards that talked about what you bring, I think, to others, which was the courthouse in reverse. This is like a continuity of that message. And you had the Lovers card here. You see the thread line, right, between the Lovers, the courthouse, the marriage. There's like all of these, like this common thread between all of this. And so your skills and talents is first and foremost to help others navigate they're partnerships, right? So you're like the greatest counsel ever. And so you hear so many different scenarios about actual marriages or romantic relationships or partnerships or business partnerships or even friendships or family relationships, whatever. And it's like your skill is always to sort of coach them without you even noticing, right? So you're really like the wise old person that they come towards. Also, one of your skills and talents is to see past traditions, past contracts, and past stiff terms, right? Within a contract, whatever. It's like really you're quirky, you're maverick. You see above institution, above organization. You're really like the embodiment of a free spirit. And that's one of your skills and talents. It's like you always transcend. You're above all of this mundane court laws, terms, whatever, and you bring the essence to the table. I like it. Also, this talks about divorce or whatever. So in an abstract sense, it says when it comes to your skills and talents, you have a great skill of moving on. You know when to move on and when to dissolve a partnership and when to look for another partnership, right? Like for you, relationships and partnerships and teams and all of that is really like an energy. It's a flow. It's just like money. You know how like money comes into your life, you receive it and then you make it and then you spend it and then it's a constant flow of like spending and receiving. That's how I see you with relationships and partnerships as well. And it's a great talent because a lot of people just get stuck with one person. So this tells me you can make friends so easily, you can make connections so easily, you can make partnerships so easily, all of that, just as much as you can dissolve all of that so much easier than other people, right? Let's talk about how the hidden truth, how that is clarified. It is clarified by I knew exactly what I was doing in reverse. Yeah. And like I said, you help people manage situations where they're really confused, where they really don't know what they're doing. It's like you guide them, you put them on the right path, and that is a great skill of talent. Also, maybe sometimes people approach you when it comes. Let's talk work per se, whatever your career is or your job is, right? They come to you like they really don't have the correct job description or the project description, and they come to you like with a want or a need, and it's like you help translate it into how it should be done or what are the steps. And this is not something right like easy. Like other people maybe have the technical skills, but they don't know how to translate the vision or to turn that chaos into a detailed brief of sort, right? And yeah, so this is a great skill of yours. You're like I don't know, the processor. I think you process all of this information, all of this energy, all of this everything, and you come out and give an amazing result. Excuse that there's like some noises here. So yeah, let us see, how do you feel, why do you feel down about yourself, right? So this is like this is your dark night of the soul. Why are you sometimes tough on yourself? Why do you feel down about yourself? How can you sometimes disappoint yourself? Stuff like that. So let's take a look at that. That should be interesting. Expectation. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's expectations in reverse. This is the literal translation of feeling down about yourself. Because I think you always set expectations and so high, and you set so many like high standards. You're always so tough on yourself. Even when you say that you don't wanna put any more expectations on yourself, you somehow put expectations within those expectations. It's like even when you don't want to put expectations, you expect of yourself of not to put expectations. And so when you put expectations, you get disappointed again. Like, why did I put expectations? You see this vicious cycle. And so this came in reverse. And this talks really about someone who's very, very hard on themselves. Like you're a perfectionist and an OCD to a T when it comes to your inner world, right? All these expectations, like this is really, really crazy. And you're more tough on the inside, right? On your mind, on your ideas, on your expectations. I feel you because this came in reverse rather than outwardly or external expectations. Like on the outside, you're someone that is at the end of the day you're minimalistic, you're like simple things, that's not where this is going. This is not a gaudy Capricorn energy and stuff like that. No, not at all. But it's your mind expectation that's in here when it's reversed. You really like always see ways like of how things should unfold and step by step and in what environment and in what circumstances and how and what's the end result and how to do it and how you should feel about it. And you're so tough on yourself, Sagittarius. You're so tough on yourself. Now let's take a look at that, which sometimes tells me is like, you gotta lighten up. Sometimes you shouldn't take life too seriously, right? Tap into that adventurous streak. With this, you have, we both know I am not the one for you. Yeah, in reverse. Okay, so this talks about you being, that's why you also set so much expectations so high. As much as it's easy for you to dissolve or to walk away from a relationship or a partnership or a contract or a project or all of that. But when it comes to your expectations, it's very hard for you to let go. That's the contrast. So whenever we're talking about a dream or whatever, you're so resilient, you're so consistent, you never lose hope, and you always have hope that I'm gonna try again, I'm gonna try again. And maybe sometimes this works to your detriment because it really sometimes just makes you feel miserable on the inside when sometimes you need to evolve and let go of something, release a dream, right? Instead of holding on to it when it becomes a burden. And so I think this takes you years even compared to others. So it's like you refuse the idea that this path or this concept or this expectation is not for you. It's like, it is for me. I failed a bajillion times. It's for me. It's for me. It's for me, right? And sometimes life doesn't work like that because we don't always have 100% control. It's true that individuals who do not let go and sometimes try a million times, maybe the million and one time, right, works out, but sometimes it doesn't, right? At the end of the day, we're here only for like 100 years or so. So sometimes it doesn't. And you gotta, in order to enjoy the journey, sometimes you gotta let go of certain destinations, right? And it's hard for you. That's what gives you, that's your sort of like Achilles heel. That's your kryptonite. That's your weakness. Is you set so much like you expect of yourself so much high standards and you're so tough on yourself, but at the same time, you don't know when to let go. You're constantly hard on yourself all the time. You're like obsessed with it. All right. So let's see, how should you show practice love? This is the last two cards. High honor. I love it. Integrity. That's what makes Sagittarius, right? It's a mix of pride in integrity, right? It's a mix of defending your values, showing integrity, protecting your loved ones, protecting your ideals, protecting your authenticity and who you are, being a protector of the truth. Here we also see a lot of people, so also recruiting, right? Recruiting, preaching, amassing people towards that cause of yours, right? Converting people towards that. That's some sort of way that you practice love. Wow. That's how you should do it. I think you'll be great at being a life coach, a psychologist, a teacher, a leader, head of a congregation, head of a tribe, wise man, wise woman of the village, just anything. Just as long as it has integrity, right? Because if you shift towards a cult or whatever, then you lose the integrity and then it becomes about something else. And that's not what this energy is about, right? And so, sometimes you can even be an honest politician. I don't know, there's like a lot of ways that this is interpreted, but you can be head of the family, you can be organizing things for everyone, you can be the head of your own tribe. You have that capacity to not only believe in your ideals, but to also transmit those ideals to others and find kindred souls and allow them to bring them to the fold, and you all transmit that same message. We have, I don't react when people mention you in reverse. And so with this card, how should you show practice love? Exactly, I feel here is with this card in reverse, the I don't know where people mention you. And this is how you bring people to the fold, right? Because you have this special talent and ability that you should even use more often of making people feel heard, making people feel seen, making people feel loved, making people feel respected, and making people feel safe, making people feel protected, making people feel that they belong, and making people feel that they matter, right? And that's really an awesome quality, and you should practice it more. And that's why I feel you also attract all these kindred souls that maybe feel left out elsewhere. And so it's like you build around you this army of love, where everyone's just feeling awesome, and they're like helping empower each other and, win the ultimate love war, per se. I love you, Saggies. I hope you enjoyed this. Love yourself.